Are you living life like a chewing gum? Hello. Welcome back to my podcast. It's Shritspace here, where we talk about manifestation, visualization, our very own speaking tree, and journaling. I am so happy and grateful to be back here. It feels like a fresh breath of air whenever I'm back. And yes, I do have today journal prompts with me as well. But let us just talk about today's topic. How are you all doing and what do you think this topic is all about? So, are you living life like a chewing gum? We tend to plan to do things we love once we retire from our working lives. Curiously, quite a few people drop dead soon after their retirement. Some battle illness that comes perhaps with old age and boredom or reason beyond one's control. But there are many seniors nowadays who are determined to enjoy that last segments of their lives. They say that they realize that all we make is mistakes of ignoring the journey and focus on the end goal. By missing the bus, what if, they ask, we had somehow made the time during our working lives to also do things we love to do, even if only in short bursts? Why postpone all that to the end of the life when we are not certain if we will be able to be alive or be able to enjoy enough to do all of that? Talking about our eternal search for happiness, Om Swami of Badirika Ashram says that if only we could enjoy life's journey and not be driven solely by the future goal, happiness could be within our grasps. When you chase something, it turns elusive. Whereas, if you can take each day as it comes and live it to the fully, mindfully, there are greater chances of experiencing joy even in the midst of busy working day. He gives an interesting example of chewing gum. In the beginning, the gum is sweet. We enjoy it, but gradually it becomes tasteless. Yet, we keep chewing gum mindlessly even as our jaws hurt and stomach turns acidic, even as we no longer are cognizant of whether we are hurt or not. We cannot swallow the gum and we are reluctant to spit it out. Now that seems to be the story of most people's lives as they live in ignorance, chasing a far-off goal with a chimera of happiness, neglecting to live well in present and instead live in a mundane life akin of chewing gum mechanically all day long. He narrates the story of a grumpy old man who has and was celebrating his 80th birthday. Most people avoided him as he was not complaining and always was grumpy. He never had a good word to say about anyone and was very critical of others and their doings. But on this day, he surprised everyone with his pleasant demeanor and happy face. "What happened?" they asked. "Well," said the old man, "I was chasing happiness all my life and focused on the things that prevented me from feeling joy and complained about them and made everyone around me miserable. I felt miserable too. Finally, I stopped chasing happiness. I just let it go. It felt as if a great burden had been lifted off my shoulders. Experiencing a lightness of being, I began to feel happy. And bingo! I realized that the moment I start living in the present, liberating from happiness and goals, I found happiness in everything I saw and did." India's sages took the happiness quotient a step further and talked of Anand. An exalted state of being that transcends the need of even to feel happy or joyful. Not only does it come from the lightness of being, it leads to an enlightened way of life. ganeshanarayan@yahoo.com. You can find the articles of the same person at the same site. Now, it's time for our sacred space. Be wiser. The world will never adjust itself to suit your whims to the letter. Some things must go your whole life long. And sooner you know in the better, it folly to fight with the infinite. The wiser man shapes into the God's plan as the water shapes into a vessel. L.R.W. Wilcox. I loved this whole segment. I think Speaking Tree is doing an amazing job with something like this, and I would relate to it on so many levels. And I felt so very drawn to something like that, where we all have been experiencing certain things. We postpone the things that we love to do. We even postpone our hobbies. Why is that so? And do you do the same things? Because to some extent I do agree on it. And well, what changes can we do on a personal level? What are your suggestions for me? Do let me know in the comments down below. Let's chat and interact. And yes, I am aware of our journal prompts. So today's journal prompt is the first one. What in your life are you missing out on? How would you feel if you inculcate that in your daily activities? The second thing is, what things are you grateful for? And with that, obviously, I am going to answer it right away. I am so grateful that I have a schedule wherein I can manage to record and work. I'm very, very grateful of it. Do let me know what are the things that you are grateful for. And the third journal prompt is, 6 months from now, where do you see yourself? What activities do you see yourself doing? And with that, this is Shritspace, your own girl, signing out. I'm very, very grateful for your presence. Thank you for taking up time from your busy schedule to listen to me and to give time for your personal growth and development. With love, joy, care, and gratitude. See ya!